Hello everybody, my name is Alex and welcome to Mittelborg. This game is a strategic adventure with elements of roguelike and resource management. Now, what I want to do for this video is basically give you an insight into what this game is. I want to give some thoughts, some of the things I enjoy, some of the things which I don't think are so great. So hopefully, if you're looking at this game, because it's just come out on Xbox One and Nintendo Switch, hopefully if you're looking, should I buy it, you'll have a much better idea of whether it would suit you by the end of this mini playthrough. So hopefully this video won't be too long. I'll go over the basics and all that. Right, so let's go into a new game. Yes, I'll create a new game. Now, before we go any further, I just got to say a massive thanks to, I think it's Ivan and the devs behind this game. I got sent a code for this, so that is why I'm playing it. So a big thank you to them, and hopefully they will enjoy my little mini review here. Right, so we need to choose a counsellor. So we have Shender, or we have Captain Center. I have never used Captain. I'm going to use this one because it's new. It seems like every time you jump into a game, maybe you unlock a new one of these, or you unlock a new one of them by completing certain challenges or whatever. So I'm going to choose that one just because it's a bit different. Right, so this is it. This is pretty much where all of the action happens. Now, the big objective in this game is to protect the Tree of Life. And as you can see, one, it's this icon down here. That shows how many health points the Tree of Life has. We currently have 100 out of 100. And also, if you want it visually, there's a big tree on the screen near the top. So there you go. But this is the thing. This is the icon you want to be focusing on. Now, how do we protect the Tree of Life? Well, there's two ways to protect the Tree of Life. Firstly, there's the garrison, which protects from melee attacks, sort of things. And then secondly, there is the Tower of Light, which is more magic attacks. So what happens is, every single Tempest, which is basically a wave of attack, you face 2 or 3, usually 3 I think, different attacks. So in one Tempest, you may face an attack on your garrison. You may also face an attack on the Tower of Light, and you may also kind of get a lull or a breeze, something like that. Now, I'll go into all the details in a second on the buildings we've got on screen, but you'll get the gist of how these attacks work as we kind of go through, so I'm going to leave that there. So what buildings do we need to worry about in this game? What are we kind of managing? What resources are we managing? Well, I think the first thing to say, and this is really important, is that everything you build in this game, everything you upgrade in this game, and just healing the kind of garrison and healing the Tower of Light requires this ether, this resource on the right-hand side of our screen. Now, that is the currency you will need for every single thing, so remember to use that. And we'll be trying to get as much of that throughout the game as possible. So let's look through our buildings then. So we have the Chancellor's residence here, right in the centre. This is basically where things happen. You don't need to worry too much about the Chancellor's residence. You don't have to manage it too much, but you'll kind of see what it's all about. Moving sort of right, we have the Tower of Light. Now, the Tower of Light is a magical barrier. Basically, when you get attacked by magic and stuff, you are relying on this to defend, obviously, the city and the Tree of Light. The tree of life even, not light. What am I on about? There we go. Moving on. Oh, there we go. We have the garrison. Now, the garrison is pretty much for protecting against melee attacks. As you'll see, it's just basically a different type of attack than what the Tower of Light protects against. Here we have the portal. Now, the portal is useful when there is something called a lull in the wave of attack. So if you have a mage there, as I'll touch on in a second, if you have a mage next to the portal when there is a lull, you can go off on expedition, get some cool stuff, follow the story. So it's important to not forget about that. And then finally, from the buildings we can currently see, is the wind catcher. Now, the wind catcher is basically a building which is going to allow you to catch more ether. And that's it. That's basically what you need to know right now. You can upgrade these buildings when you're ready. They definitely do need upgrading as soon as possible. And you can also build new buildings. Like to start off with, because I want a greater insight into predicting things, I'm going to go and build the Oracle. Now, this is basic. Right. This is the first thing I'm going to say on this, and it happens between a lot of PC games when they come to console, is the controls are just fiddly, because obviously the game's designed as a PC game, mouse and keyboard, but when it comes to kind of console, it can be a problem. So for example, I can click on building the Oracle here, and as you can see, it says on the screen, maybe I'll try and zoom in if I remember, but it says build for 30 ether, right at the top of where the Oracle is. But if then I think, oh, what's this crystal retort, and go across towards the right hand side, I can't go back, which is just kind of niggly, annoying thing. It's not a major deal, it just annoys me. So the controls of this game, from what I've played, are okay, but as you'd expect from a game that comes from PC to console, they can be fiddly. Right, so we're going to build the Oracle, just because I kind of want one built. And we'll try and use this at certain points to predict what's coming next, just because we're trying to try as much stuff out in this video as possible. Right, so now we've gone over the basic buildings, and hopefully we'll get to upgrading some of them very soon. I want to talk about mages, because mages are super important in this game. So what you can do with a mage is you can deploy them to any of the buildings. Like, you see the garrison here, it's got that sort of transparent almost circle in front of it. That shows that it's got a slot for one mage. So mages can man these things. If they're manning the garrison's defense is better. If you have a mage manning the Tower of Light, then the Tower of Light is more effective and you'll take less damage. And the other two things we need to think about now is if you have a mage on the Wind Catcher, you will catch ether. Without a mage on the Wind Catcher, you will not catch ether. So that's something to bear in mind. And also, you need a mage by the portal in case there is a lull. So basically, what you have to do is predict where you need your mages. Like, if you know where you need your mages, you have a much better chance of being successful. But again, as we play through, hopefully it will become clearer. So, the first Tempest. There is 3 rounds to this, so we're going to face 3 different types of attacks in the first Tempest. And we know that this Tempest is going to be a White Tempest, which means there is always at least one lull during the White Tempest. So at some point, if we have a mage next to the portal, we're going to be good. We are going to be able to go on an expedition. If we don't have a mage next to the portal, we'll miss the opportunity. So this is quite tough. We have 2 mages. We cannot man everything. We've got to sort of tactically guess where to put stuff. I think we can kind of... It looks like there's a breeze. It looks like it's telling us there's a breeze. See in the bottom right, it says first Tempest out of 15, and then under that there's icons. The blue icons for the Tower of Light, the wind icons for the Wind Catcher, and the other ones for the portal. So I think that means that the attacks we're going to face in this Tempest are a magical attack. We're then going to have a breeze for the Wind Catcher and a portal. It doesn't usually give you them all, but it seems like we have them all this time. So, the clever thing to do would be to put a mage here in the Tower of Light to protect from the magical attack. And then probably put one in the portal. And we'll have to see what order things happen in. Right, let's go. By the way, although I do know the basics of this game, obviously I've not played it that much, so I am still learning myself, and yeah. Oh, is it a wind? Is it a lull? That's not a lull. It's a barrage. Okay, we did not direct enough of our efforts towards the magical defense of the city. Well, we couldn't have put much more on it. Our resistance to the darkness was pitiful, the mages were powerless to prevent Mittelborg from being attacked, and the barrier has suffered for it. So, there was 24 damage, we resisted 6, but we still took 18. Well, that's sad. But the good thing is we know that the next 2 attacks are going to be a lull, which is not an attack at all, and a breeze, which gives us ether. So there's nothing else to worry about for this Tempest, really. One thing we need to do then is take that mage out of there, who was pretty useless anyway, and put him in the Wind Catcher to get some ether. Now, one other thing we can use ether for is kind of repairing things, so I'm probably going to put maybe 10 or something into the... come on. See, this is what I'm talking about with the controls being a bit fiddly. Sometimes it just feels fiddly to navigate this whole thing. I'm sure if I put more time in it, it'd become a lot easier, but... Okay, yeah, so we've put some ether into the Tower of Light, so hopefully that will be fine. Okay, what's this? Oh! Okay, so we have a decision to make. Now, decisions are obviously what tries to make each of these games unique. It does definitely change up some stuff, so yeah, stuff like this is kind of random events. So I'm glad you've sent for me, ruler. I have a proportion for you. A proposition for you, even. Well done, Alex. You've got a degree and you can't even read. Two of your kind, fresh, alive, I mean majors preferably. One is lacking his tongue, so I will make you a discount. Three green leaves of the tree, is it a deal? Ah. So presumably we're giving some of the health of the tree away here for a mage. Now mages are super powerful, so we definitely kind of probably want to risk this. So we can trade for one leaf. Will affect the traders district. Release the mages now. Will affect the warriors district. Suggest a trade. Will affect warriors district. Or refuse. Ah, so it looks like we're not really gonna get. I don't know. Let's see what happens. We'll trade for one leaf. Oh, have I lost a mage? I have not lost a mage. Okay, there is a breeze. Apparently, that was weird. We lost some ether. So the breeze rustled the crown of the tree of order today. Okay. So the breeze, as you can see, because we had a mage, I don't know what happened there. That was weird. We didn't gain a mage and we didn't lose a mage, so whatever. So because we had a mage in the wind catcher, we got some ether, which is the currency, which is cool. If we didn't have the mage there, we would not have gained that extra 12. So, right. And we know that the next one is going to be a lull, so I mean, there's not really much else to do. I'm sure it's going to be a lull because we've not had a lull yet, and the White Tempest always means that there is a lull. Lull. Surely it's going to be a lull. It is a lull. There isn't a cloud in the sky. It's a great day for an expedition. The mage is waiting at the portal just as you instructed. He's eager to go, but he's the only one, so today there will be only one journey. Okay. So there's no real place we definitely need to go. Ooh, that looks interesting. Obviously, I'm yet to explore all of these. Okay, let's go there because there's scrolls and stuff, which looks cool. Okay, so we'll continue and see what happens. Look at that, full efficiency. I'm so proud of myself. Right, so the second Tempest looks like it's got two sort of waves. As you can see, we can tell that from the bottom right how many sort of squares there are. One of them is a lull, and we can predict the other one for 8. Ah. Now we don't have that much ether, and I want to upgrade something. Well, I want to upgrade the garrison. Oh, we need 52. No need to heal guards. Repair barrier. And we could probably do with repairing it. Right, hopefully that'll be, you know, repair and stuff. I don't want to put everything in there. I want to save to upgrade, because upgrading the Chancellor's residence and the garrison is quite important. Now, where should I stake the other one? Again, it's another White Tempest. White Tempests are pretty cool. Oh, do we? Okay. We could take some damage, but I'm going to take a chance. And hopefully the next one will be a breeze as well. What is it? Oh no, it was a raid, which is basically a melee attack. We took some damage. Yeah, you know, not ideal. That's a lot of damage. I should have just predicted it. Why did I build an oracle if I'm not going to predict it? You stupid idiot. Right, so the next one's definitely a lull, which is good. I'm just going to put a load of that in there, actually, to try and heal stuff. Ooh, we've achieved diplomacy. Very cool. I think as you level up, you unlock more councils and stuff, maybe. Cool. We have a lull. Where should we go? Right, let's go here and see what this does. Okay, so he's telling us to build the retort and summon a mage. So how much do we need for the retort? We can't do it yet. Okay. Tempest number 3. There's definitely going to be a breeze, so we need to keep that there. Let's take that mage away, and we're going to stick that mage... well, the garrison's weaker, so hopefully we'll be fine. There's only 2. One of them's definitely a breeze. Oh no, we already know. The other one's going to be an attack on the magic. So stick a mage in the Tower of Light, stick a mage on the wind. That's all we can do on the wind catcher. Right, we need to build the retort. Wow, we still took 18 damage. That is not ideal. Good news though, the next one is definitely a breeze. Yeah, 19, cool. Okay. How much do we need to build this? Okay, well we can build it for 31. Okay. Okay, so Crystal Retort can extract summonite from any artifact, scrolls or potion, but each of them contains different amounts of precious substance. Fill the retort to 100% and a new mage will appear in the city. Okay, maybe the best thing to do then is to actually click on the retort. What do I need to do? Magical concoctions for any occasion. Can we just select this? We've got these scrolls. What are we doing with these? Secret of the Experienced Merchant shows the optimal choice in the encounter. Okay, I've put that in there. I mean, what happens now? Okay, well, we're going to have to see. I've not really played with that too much, so... we'll have to figure that out. Right, so we know we're definitely having one of these. One of these next ones going to be on the magic barrier because we have the blue icon down there. We don't know about the other one. Yeah, I'm going to put everything in this because we need it to heal. Alright. I'm going to stick him... oh no, it's a purple tempest. It's a purple tempest, so we don't need someone in there. We need him in the wind catcher. We need the mage in the wind catcher to catch more currency. Oh, cool. We've reached 22. So the next one's going to be on the Tower of Light. Can we upgrade this? No, we can't upgrade it between turns. This could be messy. Please don't be messy. 17 damage. That's rubbish. We have a white tempest, which is good in some ways because we know there's going to be a lull, but terrible in others because it looks like this one has 3 attacks and we do not want that. What are we doing with these? Yeah. Magical. Right, well, like we're adding stuff, but it's... yeah. I'll have to try and figure that out. Okay, we have like a secret ability down here as well. Kind of an ace up our sleeve. So we can use this to change the next day of the Tempest to a lull. So we might actually use that to try and get through this. Okay, so we're definitely having a magic attack and we're definitely having a melee attack. Right, so we need... right, let's put him there. I'll have a mage there, a mage there. Can we upgrade you yet? We need 55. I'd quite like to upgrade. Yeah, I'd quite like to upgrade our defences, so let's see what happens. Please don't be a lull. Okay, that's good. I mean, it's bad in many ways because we took 21 damage. But it's good because now we know that the next one's either going to be a raid on the garrison or it's going to be on a lull where we can go and explore stuff. Oh, we have 52, so we can almost upgrade. Will this be a lull or a raid? It's a raid. Oh my god, we took 27 damage. See, we need to upgrade them, and then we'll stop taking as much damage. Ah! Oh, this is where we can use this stuff then. Oh my god, they're like lifelines. Boss, several thousand of poor folks running from the darkness are here. They beg to let them in. If not all, then only the children and the old. Our city can't hold that many people. What should we do? So rules of trade, secrets of the experienced merchant. Shows the optimal choice for the encounter. Chronicle of Roma, notes of the seasoned wanderer. Shows the worst choice. Probably repels a negative effect. Okay, I want to use this. I don't know how long this game's going to go on for, so let's try the rules of trade. Shows the optimal choice. Give them passage. Okay. Only one of them was allowed to enter, all the way up to the castle. A natural-born mage, still unaware of his destiny. Fantastic. Oh yes, we've got another mage. That's very good. And we're also on a lull. Okay, it's good job we had a mage here. So yeah. I'm thinking, what does that potion do? So let's send a mage there. Get hold of that potion. I'm hoping it heals our Tower of Light, but I'm really not sure. Okay. Increases magical resistance by 30% for 1 day. Well, that's good, because we do know that one of the Tempests is going to be a magic one. Which is good. So we could do with predicting when that's going to be, can we? I could really do when knowing this is going to be, because I don't want to use the potion and then kind of, you know, lose it. What are these other ones then? Should we predict some? The Tower of Light is in a bit of a predicament. I feel like we could really repel an attack with this. Let's predict. Oh, hang on. We know that one of these is going to be a raid. So let's see what else is uncovered. Let's try this one. Hopefully this will not show a raid, because then we'll know exactly what we're facing. Oh, it's shown a bloody raid. Ugh. Oh, cool. We have 2 lulls. Right, we'll send you there. Can we repair this? I feel like if we plough a lot into here, see what happens. Same with that. So we've left some over, so hopefully we'll be able to upgrade next time. But let's see how well these heal. Oh, I'm absolutely nervous. What's happening? Okay, it's a lull, it's a lull. So we can go and explore again. Okay, Vida. What's this stuff then? What do they do? I have no idea what they do, and I kind of want to find out. We've got another lull coming, so let's send you there. What does that do? Will generate ether equal to 75% of the damage received on this day. Okay, we're going to try that out. We're going to try that out. We'll not try it out yet. But we will try it out. This is worrying me big time with the controls. With the Tower of Light, but let's see. Okay, that's a raid. 40 damage, that's disgusting. That is disgusting. Okay, we'll try the dragon blood out if we know the next one's going to be an attack. So if there's a lull next, we'll try it out for the final wave. As you can see, this one's got 4 waves. Okay, we're going to try one of these out either way, I think. Ah, the tree! Okay, well, there's a lull next. Which is kind of frustrating. Because we can't use our potions, but we're going to have to do a lot of healing next turn. What are they? Ooh, more potions. I want to find out what all this stuff is. You know what? I really want to find out what this stuff does. Where is that? We're on the 7th out of 15 Tempest. I mean, I'm pretty proud of myself. I don't know what those circles do, but maybe it will become apparent later. Right, we have 67 ether. There is always at least one barrage during the Blue Tempest. Brilliant. Oh my god. We're facing pretty much everything. There's no point having a mage there. Might as well have one there. Oh. I want to upgrade, but I just can't because we're so weak. Right. There you go. I've split it up. I've spent all of our money trying to repair things. Now I'm scared. We have these potions here. There's probably a good chance we're going to use both of these shortly. But we'll have to see how this wave goes. We might have to sacrifice a mage to repair the tree at some point. I don't really want to do that. Okay. What? Jeez, 58 damage. Now I'm scared. We have to sacrifice a mage. So yeah, sacrificing mages restores the health of the Tree of Life. But we're still in a really bad position. Please don't be. We need the currency, right? So I'm putting you in there and hoping for the best right now. I'm going to use these potions. Please don't be a raid. Please don't be a raid. Please don't be the raid. Oh, it's the breeze. Phew. Right. Good. Obviously, you now need to get in there. And the thing is, we know the next two are both attacks, so let's try the Dragon Blood. So the Dragon Blood will generate ether equal to the 75% of the damage received. So we're going to take a lot of damage probably here, but we're also going to get a lot of money, which is good. God. Right, I'm just saving our currency now, and whatever happens, happens. Okay, so we received a lot of damage. Can we upgrade you right now? I don't think we can. See, if we could upgrade the garrison right now, I would, but we can't. We probably need to plow some ether into this. I mean, hopefully we'll, like, hold. There is nothing we can do. It's a raid and it's going to do a lot of damage. I've put ether in though, so... Oh, we only actually received 28 damage. Okay, there's always a lull. This is going bad now. So that cost us a mage, which is disgusting. I want to upgrade, but I'm literally just a little short. Ooh. Now this is getting nervy. Right, it might be worth like predicting. So we know one of these other two is a lull, because there's always one lull. Okay, and the other one's a barrage. We're facing a real mixed bag here. Oh, this is going to be difficult to get through. Can we summon a mage? Well, what does that do? Would that work? Oh, yes. Okay, so I traded that for the mage. Oh, I get it. Don't worry, I figured it out. So obviously you put whatever it is in there. So if we put like the squirrels in, they've got a certain amount of wealth or worth. Sorry, so that's worth 5. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. But as you can see, I activated that, so therefore the 5 of that worth goes towards the next mage. We've used our potion, but another mage is a big deal because we're gonna have to sacrifice one. So we know that there's a lull. Let's deploy an extra mage there. Because, you know, if we can get... we could have 2 lulls here. We've got this ace up our sleeve, so we might just be able to get through this round. We need to send... okay. Right. Let's hope the first one's a lull. Oh, no, it's not. We actually didn't take that much damage, though, which is good. Oh, the tree is dead. Right, let's change the next day to a lull. Because we really need to do that. So we're definitely having a lull here, and we'll have to see what happens. Like, I don't want to sacrifice a mage, but like, we're running out of options. Oh, it was a lull anyway. Potions, which should be good. Don't know what that is. Don't know what they are. Oh, apparently for a mission we have to send someone here anyway, but we actually can't. Just go and get them potions and let's see what happens. Heals guards, heals barrier. You know, I think we might use both of them, seeing as we're in a bit of a mess. I really don't want to sacrifice a mage. Ah. I really, really don't want to sacrifice a mage. You know, I'm going to though, because I think we're going to have to. great. The tree's back to full health though, which is brilliant. I'm keeping the ether because I want to upgrade stuff. Oh, that is the one I did not want to see then. Right, as next to her definitely attacks. Let's put a few of these points into each. Okay, hopefully, hopefully we'll just ride out this attack. Oh, it's a lull. Okay, so that's an extra lull. I mean, it's not ideal. It wasn't the best turn in the world, but we're still alive, which is good. Right, I definitely want to upgrade something, just as, to show you that you can. So we're going to upgrade the Tower of Light. So that, as you can see, we can now have 2 mages there. And obviously it can withhold attacks far better, which is very useful. There's not really much else we can do at this point, because we're in a bit of bother. We know that there's at least 1 Blue Tempest here. We don't know what the other thing is. Do we have enough ether to predict the final thing? Yeah. Oh, it's a raid. So there's 1 lull, a tempest, sorry, a raid and a magic raid. Right. Let me plough the final ether into there, and we'll see if we can survive this. The sad thing is we can't put another mage in our. Yeah. Oh my god. We took so much damage. If we had a spare mage, we could have took one in the tower, but we didn't because I had to sacrifice it. The good news is, thankfully, is that we now know the final 2 are going to be either a raid or a lull, so we can just keep someone in the garrison, keep a mage in the garrison to do his best at defending from a raid, or we can. And we can send one to the portal for the lull. So we'll have to see what comes next. It's a raid. It's done a lot of damage. Oh well. At least the last one's a lull. Yeah, I mean, let's just end the turn. The trees took more damage, which is not good. Okay, we have a mage here. I need something useful. You know what? I have no idea what that is, but you just never know. Maybe this will be worth a mage. Basically, how much is it worth to put in here? Not there. No. No. There. How much is this? Heals the barrier for... yeah, but how much is it worth? Oh, it's worth 60, which is still rubbish to us. How do I access the artifacts then? I thought they'd be at the bottom, but they're not. Maybe just by having the artifact, it has them powers. We're in a bit of a mess here. Oh, hang on. We know there's 2 breezes. What are the other 2? Please be 4 breezes. That would be very nice. Oh, that's not a... oh. Okay, well, we definitely need to risk it, the first one being a breeze. I'll stick what I can in there. This could be it. This could be it. Please be a breeze. Breeze. Yes. Cool, 49. That's very useful. I'm literally ploughing it all in here. Oh, it's risky, but let's go for the same again. Hopefully it'll be another breeze. Oh my god, it actually is. I am amazing at this game, he says before dying. Right, I spent all our money now on trying to heal stuff. And now we're just going to try and have to, you know, whatever happens with the attacks, happens with the attacks. Oh, that's bad. We took a lot of damage there, but there's not really much we could do. Well, we know it's going to be a melee attack, so let's put all that in there. Oh my god. So many attacks. Oh no. This is bad. So we know there's a lull, we know there's a breeze. We've got literally nothing left to fight with. I think it's time to gamble. Right, so all of this can go in them. Bugger this. We've got to gamble. Let's take our mages off there. As we can see from the bottom right, there's going to be at least one lull and there's going to be at least one breeze. Let's risk it. If it goes wrong, doesn't it? You know, what can we do? It's a breeze, good. I mean, just kind of... There's another breeze as well. I'm going to keep our things the same. Please just heal yourselves. Oh, it's the lull. Oh my god, we have been a little bit lucky here. Apparently meant to go there. We should really... Like, but that's useless. You know, let's try. Yeah, let's go do that. I don't know what it does, but at least we're one step closer to sending the expedition to where we're meant to send it. The problem we have now is the. You know what? Just keep it like that. It's probably not going to be. It's probably going to be a raid or something, but it is. Repels a negative effect. So my boys brought in a merchant, sire. At least that's what he calls himself. Stripped to the skin, hungry, shaking all over. He says the Gnarls killed his bodyguards and took all the wagons he had. Wagons with precious wares, I reckon. But the wagons is not what's troubling the poor fellow. It's his daughter who was inside. He begged you to help. Send a pathfinder. That sounds cool. Will affect the Major's district. Well, whatever happens, happens. We found nothing, sire. No gnarls, no wagons, no daughter. Seems to me, sire, our merchant was lying. He simply squandered the money and wanted to hide behind the story of... Okay, I'll talk to him myself. Sire, maybe we'll convince him to make a decent donation for Mittelborg. Knowledge from the scroll helped to avoid the consequences. Oh, that's good. Oh, another breeze. How are we still alive? We really shouldn't be. Well, we know the next two's a raid and... we know the next two's a raid and the magic thing. You know what? If it was going to put both in here, if it's a raid, it's a raid. But I don't think we're going to survive anyway at this point. So let's pray that it's at the magic barrier and maybe we can survive till... I'm going to stick all that in there. Please be at the magic barrier, then we might have like a chance. Ooh, the tree's going to be... Oh, the tree's dead. Uh-oh. What? Hang on, what happened? I think we survived. Weird. We've got two mages there, so hopefully this is going to like be useful. was really weird. I don't know what happened then. Right, so we don't have much of anything, which is brilliant. Let's predict. Okay. I want to find out what this book is. So I'm going to use our special ability, which is recharged. Because then we can send the mage and we can find out, complete the quest at least before we die. What is this? The streams of eternal youth are gone, dried up. They left the immortal inhabitants struggling with age, disease, pain, with no hope for the ultimate relief. An elder kneels before us and begs for death. What is the use in being immortal if every second of your life is just misery? Kill him. If he wants to die, you know what? We're going to die anyway, so we might as well kill him if he wants to die. The sword sliced through the old man's flesh like a hot knife through butter. A smile appeared on his lips just moments before decay sat in and turned the elder into a pile of bones and rags. He was dead, and it made no difference. Makes one almost jealous, mumbled a young man and turned away. Alright. Ooh, so we have a chronicle. So these are actually something which you unlock going through the game, so I'll kind of leave these for you to explore the story element of the game if you want to follow it up. But yeah, they are something. It's a nice little side thing, but you do unlock them as you progress. It seems like Magnus has left for a long distant journey, and where there is a journey there are merchants. I suggest building a market, sire. Traders are always travelling between dimensions, and their stories could be helpful in our search for Magnus. I'm not really... Magnus is the whole kind of story thing. Okay, so I think we're going to leave the gameplay side of things there, but if you've watched the whole video, you've got a pretty good idea of what this game is all about. I've covered most of the features and stuff like that. But to finish off, I just want to give some thoughts on the game itself and how it works on Xbox. So first up, the game itself. It's okay. I mean, I've enjoyed playing it, but what I would say is it's not a game that I'm going to keep coming back to. It's a nice little play. It can be quite fun, but I don't think it's something which, for me personally, I just keep coming back to and back to and back to. Because I just don't think it's got that replayability for me in that way. I think it's got some nice aspects. I like the fact how you've got to upgrade buildings, things like that, but it's nothing particularly spectacular. This is just, if you've got a few quid lying around and you want to play a game like this, you like what it looks like, and you want to play it for a few hours or maybe a week or so, then, you know, go for it. But what I wouldn't say is I don't think it's spectacular. I just think it's quite solid, and if you like what you see, maybe give it a go. The second bit I would say is on Xbox, it runs fine. I know a lot of games that do get ported over struggle to run. It runs perfectly well. I think it looks pretty good. There's no performance issues. The one thing, as I mentioned sort of while playing it, my one concern is the controls. They're a bit fiddly and a bit frustrating, but if that doesn't usually bother you, you should be able to rise above that, and, you know, they're not broken, they just are a bit fiddly, so to speak. If I've got any more thoughts, or if you've got any questions, I will either leave them in the comments, or just feel free to ask me questions in the comments. I'll be happy to get back to you and give my thoughts. Go and check out some other reviews if you want to see more and learn more, and I will leave links to the game in the description. Thank you once again for the people behind this game, for letting me try it out. I have enjoyed it, and yeah, thanks for watching. My name is Alex, and I will see you in another video soon.